So I got an email inviting me to a meetup. So it was in Bo's Coffee and IT Park and just a tech meetup of some sort. And I was like, okay, let's see, I'll go here. I went there. We were like arranged in like a circular formation, just facing each other. And our organizer wasn't there.
And she would remotely handle, marketing and sponsorship and all of these other things. And so we made it happen.
I've heard about Tech Talks for a while already back then. Before we met, I was already a fan. Back then, they were trying to look for people with connections to the community.
What motivates me, I think, when I saw Tech Talks, that was in the early days, was really an opportunity to meet with people outside my circle. I've always sort of like felt that I need to be out there, build these connections.
So when I got transferred to Cebu, my program was all about startups. And apparently the go-to person was Tina Ampere of Tech Talks.
Her focus has really been on putting together a vision that's holistic and that can bring the future of technology in alignment with the future of the Philippines.
Probably she came at the right time, because when I took over ZFIT in 2010, my predecessor, Mr. Bonnie Belen, already had in mind that Cebu will become an innovation island someday.
Tech Talks started as a way for me to give back to the community. I always talk about coming back to the Philippines and trying to figure out a way that I could share what I learned from working abroad with the community. It was also because I met some very awesome people in Cebu. So I was very much inspired to work with these people and come up with programs and activities so that we can create a community of like-minded individuals who wanted to learn the best of what technology had to offer and to become world-class talents while staying in the Philippines without leaving the Philippines.
I think Tech Talks is instrumental to a lot of things happening here in Cebu, even in the Philippines, because Tina pushed for it, financed it, made people meet together, otherwise wouldn't have met then. It accelerated a lot of development.
It's come a long ways in terms of just community development. In addition to that, the thing about community organizations is they're constantly changing. And so we've seen evolution and we've seen natural progression of some of the founders who were there in the early days.
I feel like Tech Talks is worth supporting because without a driving force, we will never be able to focus on a common goal.
Because of Tech Talks, I was able to work with communities in Iloilo, in Manila, in Cebu, in Bohol, and other provinces. Even in Bataan, I was able to work with them, and I see a change in the confidence of the people.
People don't really know about tech startups. When we say startups, what immediately comes to mind is these are new businesses, the more traditional ones. I think we've made this dent because now we see more young people going into entrepreneurship, and not just the traditional entrepreneurship, but tech entrepreneurship.
From where Tina started 5 years ago to where we are now, I think Tech Talks literally built the community right from nothing to where it is now.
I could see that Tech Talks will remain to be a strong force that will connect different personalities and industries.
Over the last few years in particular, I've seen Tina and the team really scale up and grow what it is they do and what they're good at.
5 years after Tech Talks started its work, there's more dynamism in the community.
We were crazy enough that we continued on this journey of trying to empower entrepreneurship and technology communities here in the Philippines. It's no longer just a meetup group of a few individuals who want to talk about technology over coffee. It's more of a big machine now that is moving and has these legs that can spread throughout the Philippines and empower entrepreneurs, empower people who love technology, empower people who are developers and designers, and bring them all together to make the Philippines a cohesive startup ecosystem.